All right, we are going to do some P&E grids. Now, first, the most important number of an element is the atomic number. Okay, that tells you what element it is. So first thing we're going to do is look up this atomic number. So it's atomic number 12. We're going to go to our periodic table and see that atomic number 12 is magnesium. So we're going to go back to our P&E grid. Whoops. Hold on. Excel. There we go. Oh, this is complicated. Balls. All right, we're going to try this a different way. Okay, back to our P&E grid. Atomic number 12 is magnesium. So we're going to write in Mg in the symbol section. Okay. Now, for the isotopic notation, we need the atomic number in the bottom left corner of the symbol. So we're just going to write that down here. I didn't really leave myself enough room for that, but that's okay. You guys still get the idea. Okay, next is the mass number. Now the mass number is protons plus neutrons. Now the atomic number, while telling us what the identity of the element, it also tells us how many protons it has. So magnesium has 12 protons, and over here it's telling us that this particular magnesium has 15 neutrons. So we just do 12 plus 15, and we get 27 as our mass number. Now, going back to the symbol, the top left of the isotopic notation is going to be the mass number. So we're just going to write that right there. There. Next is protons, which, like I said earlier, is the same as the atomic number. So we're just going to write 12 right there. Now, electrons is the same amount as the protons if it's a neutral atom. And over here, it tells us that the charge is 0, so it is in fact a neutral atom. So we're going to have 12 electrons as well. Atom ion, that just, if it's an atom, that means it's neutral. If it's an ion, that means it's not neutral. So this particular one, since it has a charge of 0, is an atom. Okay? All right. Next, atomic number 16. That was kind of complicated with showing you the actual periodic table on here, so I'm just going to do it on my laptops and tell you what it is. So atomic number 16 is sulfur. So I'm going to write an S because that is sulfur's symbol. It has a mass number of 35. Okay. The proton, this particular one has a mass number of 35. That can change. It has 16 protons because that's its atomic number. Its neutrons is going to be 35 minus 16 because we're going to take mass number minus protons, and that gives us 19. Now, it has 18 electrons, which means 18 is more than 16. Okay, so that means there is going to be a charge on this element. Okay, since electrons are negative and protons are positive, that means there are more negative charges than positive charges in this particle. So that means since there's 2 more negative charges, the overall charge is going to be negative 2. Okay. Now, since there is a negative charge, this is an ion. And over here, we're going to put the atomic number bottom left, mass number top right. And since this one has a charge, we're also going to put the charge in the top right. Okay. All right, next. This one doesn't give us the atomic number, so we're going to have to figure that one out for ourselves. Oh, actually, I lied. This one does give us the symbol, so we can figure that out real easy. We just look up argon on the periodic table, and that happens to be atomic number 18, which means it has 18 protons. And to get the neutrons, we take 40 minus 18, which is 22. It has 18 electrons as well, which means it has a neutral charge, or 0, which means it is an atom. And on the bottom left, we're going to put the atomic number. Top right, we're going to put the mass number, and it doesn't have a charge, so we're not going to put that. All right, next one. We have protons, which is 30, and that's the same as the atomic number. Our mass number is protons plus neutrons, so that's going to be 66. We have 28 electrons and 30 protons, so that means we have a charge of plus 2 since we have more protons than electrons. And since we have a charge, that means we have an ion, not an atom. And last, we can look up what element this is. Atomic number 30 is zinc, or Zn for its symbol. Atomic number goes in the bottom left. Mass number goes in the top left. And charge goes in the top right. And that was a basic breakdown of a PNE grid. Whoops.